So the fifth question we're going to talk about is the monthly amount of food spent by families receiving food stamps. And so we're told that the monthly food stamp receipt amount approximates a normal symmetric distribution. Anytime you see normal or symmetric, that's a big red, klaxon alarm that we're talking about the empirical rule here, right? The question also says using the empirical rule, so that's very nice of them. It gives us the sample mean of 150, and it gives us the standard deviation of 20. And so we're asked, using the empirical rule, about 68% of monthly food expenditures are between what two amounts? Never spelled between that way before. Between. And so the empirical rule is going to say that 68%, that is going to be my one standard deviation from the mean, right? So it's going to be mean minus 1 times standard deviation, comma, mean plus 1 times standard deviation there. So we end up with 150 minus 1 times 20. And then 150 plus 1 times 20. So we end up with 130 and 170. So the answer would be between what two amounts? It's going to be 130 and 170. This is math notation for saying that, that's where the range is, but it's essentially the same thing as responding to this particular question by using just those two terms and then using a conjunction in between. Question on using that empirical rule. So this one's going to be exactly the same. You're just going to be asked for a different percentage. But it's going to ask you for, there's only other two percentages, right? It's going to ask you for the 95% or the 99.7%. So you're either going to multiply by 2 standard deviations or 3 standard deviations. Questions on empirical rule application example.